Castes in India. This propensity to imitate has been made the subject of a scientific study by Gabriel Tarde, who lays down 3 laws of imitation. One of his 3 laws is that imitation flows from the higher to the lower, or, to quote his own words, given the opportunity, a nobility will always and everywhere imitate its leaders, its kings or sovereigns, and the people likewise, given the opportunity, its nobility. Another of Tarde's laws of imitation is that the extent or intensity of imitation varies inversely in proportion to distance, or in his own words, the thing that is most imitated is the most superior one of those that are nearest. In fact, the influence of the model's example is efficacious inversely to its distance as well as directly to its superiority. Distance is understood here in its sociological meaning. However distant in space a stranger may be, he is close by. From this point of view, if we have numerous and daily relations with him, and if we have every facility to satisfy our desire to imitate him, this law of the imitation of the nearest, of the least distant, explains the gradual and consecutive character of the spread of an example that has been set by the higher social ranks. In order to prove my thesis, which really needs no proof, that some castes were formed by imitation, the best way, it seems to me, is to find out whether or not the vital conditions for the formation of castes by imitation exist in the Hindu society. The conditions for imitation, according to this standard authority, are 1. That the source of imitation must enjoy prestige in the group, and 2. That there must be numerous and daily relations among members of a group. That these conditions were present in India there is little reason to doubt. The Brahmin is a semigod and very nearly a demigod. He sets up a mode and molds the rest. His prestige is unquestionable and is the fountainhead of bliss and good. Can such a being, idolized by scriptures and when rated by the priest-ridden multitude, fail to project his personality on the suppliant humanity? Why, if the story be true, he is believed to be the very end of creation. Such a creature is worthy of more than mere imitation, but at least of imitation. And if he lives in an endogamous enclosure, should not the rest follow his example? Frail humanity, be it embodied in a grave philosopher or a frivolous housemaid, it succumbs. It cannot be otherwise. Imitation is easy and invention is difficult. Yet another way of demonstrating the play of imitation in the formation of castes is to understand the attitude of non-Brahmin classes towards those customs which supported the structure of caste in its nascent days until, in the course of history, it became embedded in the Hindu mind and hangs there to this day without any support, for now it needs no prop but belief, like a weed on the surface of a pond. In a way, but only in a way, the status of a caste in the Hindu society varies directly with the extent of the observance of the customs of sati, enforced widowhood, and girl marriage. But observance of these customs varies directly with the distance. I am using the word in the Tardean sense that separates the caste. Those castes that are nearest to the Brahmins have imitated all the 3 customs and insist on the strict observance thereof. Those that are less near have imitated enforced widowhood and girl marriage. Others, a little further off, have only girl marriage and Those furthest off have imitated only the belief in the caste principle. This imperfect imitation, I dare say, is due partly to what Tarde calls distance, and partly to the barbarous character of these customs. This phenomenon is a complete illustration of Tarde's law and leaves no doubt that the whole process of caste formation in India is a process of imitation of the higher by the lower. At this juncture, I will turn back to support a former conclusion of mine, which might have appeared to you as too sudden or unsupported. I said that the Brahmin class first raised the structure of caste by the help of those three customs in question. My reason for that conclusion was that their existence in other classes was derivative. After what I have said regarding the role of imitation in the spread of these customs among the non-Brahmin castes, as means or as ideals, though the imitators have not been aware of it, they exist among them as derivatives, and, if they are derived, there must have been prevalent one original caste that was high enough to have served as a pattern for the rest. But in a theocratic society, who could be the pattern but the servant of God? This completes the story of those that were weak enough to close their doors. Let us now see how others were closed in as a result of being closed out. This I call the mechanistic process of the formation of caste. It is mechanistic because it is inevitable that this line of approach, as well as the psychological one, to the explanation of the subject has escaped my predecessors is entirely due to the fact that they have conceived caste as a unit by itself and not as one within a system of caste. The result of this oversight or lack of sight has been very detrimental to the proper understanding of the subject matter and, therefore, its correct explanation. I will proceed to offer my own explanation by making one remark which I will urge you to bear constantly in mind. It is this, that caste in the singular number is an unreality. Castes exist only in the plural number. There is no such thing as a caste. There are always castes. To illustrate my meaning, while making themselves into a caste, the Brahmins, by virtue of this, created non-Brahmin caste. Or, to express it in my own way, while closing themselves in they closed others out. I will clear my point by taking another illustration. Take India as a whole with its various communities designated by the various creeds to which they owe allegiance, to wit, the Hindus, Mohammedans, Jews, Christians and Parsis. Now, barring the Hindus, the rest within themselves are non-caste communities. But with respect to each other they are castes. Again, if the first four enclose themselves, the Parsis are directly closed out, but are indirectly closed in. Symbolically, if Group A wants to be endogamous, Group B has to be so by sheer force of circumstances.